I'm back with another video. This next page that I'm going to make, I'm going to try to make this with this sketch right here. I only have one photo. This calls for two. I might do a little cut apart here and then maybe use pattern paper here of some sort. I don't know if the title is going to go there. We will see. The part or piece that I am inspired by is all of these elements right here that are hearts. And I do want to use a die set in my page, and it is the Tim Holtz repeated hearts. They're kind of concentric hearts or whatever. Anyway, I'll show it in the video. And my friend Desiree from Desiree's Tale, she posted this on the Scrap Your Stash Facebook page. This was supposed to be a challenge or something that you were supposed to submit by March the 2nd. I didn't do that. My intention was never to post it in for contest or anything. I mean, there is no prize. It's just the fact that you get to use up some of your stash. And I'm still going to post it on the website because it probably will inspire someone else. Who knows? So this is what I'm going to try to use as inspiration. I am going to use this stamp set. Like I said, these are all page kits that I had created previously. The strip of hearts across the sketch, across the top, there's a couple of things. I can use these rosettes, which would be cute, some of these flowers in combination, and then some of these butterflies, all in conjunction with this die set. Like I said, it's the thin lead set by Tim Holtz, and it's the it's 665858, and it is the stacked tiles hearts. I do have the hexagon and the circles, the squares. I don't have them. Those are on my wish list is what I'm trying to say. Because I do find these useful. And I have cut out some of those hearts previously with a perfume box. And the reason why I did that is because it had a pearlescent finish on the outside. But I also like that, you know, in cardboard boxes, how it has that texture. That's what that is. And so I won't use the print side of that, but the pearlescent side. And then for these, I'll use the inside. I thought that was really cute and a pretty color. And I am going to use a picture of my sister's dog, Mia. I'm going to cut it up, I think, to a 4x4 just to get rid of some of the distracting parts. I just want to focus on her face. I am using this Dear Lizzie thicker set. I am going to try to use some of the Spectrum Sherbet. And of course, I'm looking at it right now, and instantly off the top, I just saw that circle element in the sketch. Hopefully I get to use this wheel, picture wheel here. And then some of the other hearts that I want to cut up in layering elements is this piece of pattern paper. This is going to be another border page because that's just what I've been into lately for contrast. And then this will be my background page. So let's see how I do with the sketch. So first of all, if you hear the fans, I apologize right off the top. We have weather. It doesn't feel, it's 75 degrees, but it feels a lot hotter than that. So anyway, I did use these Tim Holtz dies with the stacked hearts, and I really loved this pattern paper. It had these pinks and greens and yellows in it, and it looked very mixed media. And I wanted to repeat the heart pattern on the pattern paper that I already have backed on a black piece of pattern paper, and I used my little homemade photo corners with that to kind of frame out the page itself. I was able to use some scraps that I have from some of my pattern papers. I think the red and pink paper is from Chamel, and then the stars is from Lucky Charm from Dear Lizzie way long ago. So I'm really happy about using those older pieces of paper. If you see right in the middle of my page, I do have some areas that were stamped. I was practicing or trying out some of the mixed media with some stamped images so that I can put some on and around this page for visual interest, just because I wanted to try that out, and I was able to do it and pull it off. So I was really happy with the result. I had this foil, I think from the Target dollar spot, for years hanging around, and this is the last of that bit. I put a piece of the 49 and Market chipboard pieces. They're kind of thin and laser cut, but I really liked the added depth and dimension that it adds to the top of that foil piece, and it gives that shelf kind of piece a little more oomph so that my photograph can sit over it, and then that way I don't feel like it's it's more anchored down, and it doesn't feel like it's just floating in the air. I used more washi tape than I expected to use on this layout, which is always great, and especially that gold foil. Sometimes I feel like I'm so over the gold foiling, but and it's kind of funny because in the end you don't even see a lot of it, but the fact that I tried to use it and use it as an anchoring piece and hopefully some of it would have shown off was okay with me. I don't even recall if I have any other pieces that have gold in the layout except for the shelf, but in the end I think it turned out great. I used a lot of not a lot of embellishments. I did use some more of those die cuts from the 49 and Market die cut pack, and I inked them a little bit just because I had done the stamping and I wanted to incorporate more of that distressing. I also distressed the hearts with some ink, and here you see me using two different Jolie's Boutique floral embellishments that I picked up at Tuesday morning. I liked the incorporation of the green and the pink. It might not look like there's any green on this paper, but the pattern paper kind of has a green tint vibe to it, and so I went with it. I'm using some of these Pink Fresh Studio like flare pieces, and they don't particularly say anything about dogs. It's just the feel that the layout had, and it was uplifting or positive, and so I thought they would go. I liked all of these butterfly touches. For me, more is more, more is awesome. When I try to simplify things, I think even when I do make it a conscious effort to make it a simple layout, I always end up embellishing to the max, and that's fun for me. If that's not your thing, then use less, and that's okay too. I did make a visual triangle with the flowers, or even with the butterflies. There's several points, and here I need to finish adhering those little black butterflies in the end. I added a couple more pink and green ones. I just felt like that circle needed filling up in the middle because I took out that middle part of it, and that was okay for me. I don't remember why I put in a blue flare. Maybe because my sister's pants has a little bit of blue in it, and so that's why I was able to use that other blue embellishment up. I'm trying to use up things that have been hanging around in my scrapbook stuff, and using them up. I think that's part of the thing that helps me not feel so weighed down by the amount of things that I have, and using things up, or like in this case, I'm moving all of these florals together, and that means I ended up using like a whole pack and then one flower from the extra pack that I used, and I just combined the rest so that there would be less bulk in my space. And the more room I have for that makes more room for more embellishments. And so it keeps the inventory fresh. I keep things moving on. I almost finished these little felt hearts. I've had these going around for years and years, and so I was happy to do that. These foam thickers are kind of on the way out because I don't have very many vowels left, and I kind of made my own letters and cut them up, and so I was really satisfied with the fact that I could come up with a title for that. Here's a little tiny scrap of paper that I made into a tiny little tag. I added a reinforcer circle too, and then I ended up putting, what did I end up putting? I stamped the date out with Heidi Swap stamps. I've been really loving her stamps. I'm on the, I have a subscription to the Stop the Blur kit and also the Stamp Society, which I really love. And yeah, really been loving using those. Here I go with one thing that I didn't really enjoy about the layout is I went kind of ham on stamping out all of these little hearts. And at first it went fine, but then I overdid it. And that's probably where more is not great. But it prompted me to go ahead and use something else as an embellishment to cover up all of these spots. I didn't want to white them out or use a paint color because it's not exactly a white page. So I ended up using enamel dots or puffy stickers, as you can see. I really liked the end result, and I really liked that I was prompted to use another type of embellishment so I can cover up my mistake. And in the end, I really loved it, and I hope my sister enjoys this layout too. Here are final details to the look of the layout. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry this is posted very late. It's been kind of crazy nuts here in the Niemeyer household, but I hope you guys have a great day, enjoyed this layout, and maybe try this sketch a try. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.